Guys, your boy, your boy's a little sick. So I can't really talk too much today because obviously I'm losing my voice, and I don't want to force it. So yeah, all right. Now, before I start trading, guys, yesterday on stream, I know I ended up taking off. I ended up taking up a loss. I should probably get water. Yeah, let me get that real quick. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so guys, yesterday on stream, I don't know if you guys saw it, if you guys tuned into the stream yesterday, we ended up catching one loss and one pretty good win in the markets. Let me show you guys. All right. But the reason I'm telling you guys is because we ended up catching another trade yesterday after the stream, in which resulted in another huge, beautiful winning trade. So obviously yesterday we ended up taking the loss in the NQ longs. We took NQ shorts shortly after. It played out for over 170 points. And then we took ES longs shortly after that, which ended up playing out for over 35 points. Which, once again, I know it doesn't sound like much, but on ES, a 35-point move is like a 200-point move on NQ. So yesterday we caught some beautiful, crazy trades, and we were super green on the day. All right, guys, just so you guys know. All right, guys, but yeah, let's go ahead and start the stream here. And once again, today I won't really be able to talk too much because obviously my voice. But yeah, all right, guys. Now let me go ahead and kind of see if my if my stream is starting here because the markets are about to open. Damn, bro, my fucking voice. anyways, anyways. But yeah, let me go and put out that I'm live. Mm, mm. One sec, guys. All right, let me start the stream here real quick. Yo, what's good, guys? What's going on? All right, before you guys say it, yes, I'm sick. I don't have my voice. I can't talk that much on stream today. All right, so no chat today. All right, just straight to taking trades. Are you okay? I'm fine. I just I have like a little fever. Nothing crazy, but I am losing my voice. So yeah, but we still show up. You know, we still get work done, no matter what. So yeah. All right. Obviously, I'm sure you guys see what I'm seeing pretty much right now. My bad. I was typing something up on my computer, so you know. But yeah, guys. Today I can't really talk that much. Before we get into the trades, because it hurts a lot. But obviously, I do have to show up and give you guys some content. So yeah. Now, coming into market open, I'm sure you guys see what I'm seeing right here. Uh, I'm not extremely bullish off the rip, but this is something that I do want to prepare for, just in case we do end up getting the DWO sweep and reversing, and we go from there. All right, guys. Now, today, guys, can't hear you. I think you guys can hear me. Good, right? Like, I can't. Okay, perfect. Anyways, I'm gonna go and close the chat real quick. So pretty much coming into market open, we just finished taking out a internal low drawn liquidity at 24,802. I'm not bullish yet, but I do want to see if buyers can try to step in around this area just like how they are right now, hence the buying wick, and give us more of a deal sweep into a bullish bias, so we can possibly work with pretty much the only fair value gap that we have nearby. Because the thing is, if we don't inverse this fair value gap, or if we miss our entry from this fair value gap here and we go higher, we can't take longs at all. We have 1, 2, and 3 huge fair value gaps that are all in a 250 point range, and we can't take them. All right. So if we want to take longs from this area, from this read, we need to do it from this 15-minute gap here. All right, guys. Now to the downside, the reason coming to market open, although we haven't even gotten a DO sweep yet, or we're kind of getting it, we're kind of not, like we're at the level, it's because I don't have anything to the downside. So the only setup I have is if it's to the upside, I'm just gonna prepare for that, whether we're bearish or bullish. All right. But now we're getting a lot of buying pressure. So obviously let's kind of lock in a little bit. So yeah, let's see what we can work with. Now, I'm gonna work with something. I wish I can explain it to you guys a little bit more because I was doing some back testing on it yesterday, but I can't really talk because it really hurts. So explaining it is gonna be a pain in the ass. So I'm just gonna turn it on and explain it whenever I feel better. All right, guys. But for now, I'm just gonna be using it, from my back testing. All right, because I want to see how this works. I want to see if it's a little bit more consistent as well. All right, guys. But now, if you guys are looking at the chart, you guys, at least most of you guys, sure already know what it is. But if you don't worry. I will explain it one of these days whenever I get my voice back. All right. But yeah. For now, I'm gonna leave it off. I don't want to confuse anyone with it. All right. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, guys, once again, for those tuning in, because I'm seeing a lot more people joining, guys, I can't talk that much today. So I'm just gonna be telling you guys when I'm in, when I'm out, when I'm scaling, and all that stuff. All right. My bad. I like to talk a lot, but I can't, kind of, today. Hold on again. Oh my god. All right, I'm back again. My bad, guys. My cat was meowing a lot. I think he just felt alone, so I went to go get him. Okay. But yeah, coming to market open, we're not really doing much. I mean, nothing crazy at least. Well, NQ is doing something, but there's not much I can really work with here, at least for now. I don't know why I put that there. What minute is already chopping? I mean, I don't want to be quick to say anything yet. I want to give the market a little bit more time to see what range it wants to break out of. And then we go from there. I'm really, really hoping we can work with upside because once again, we don't have anything to the downside to really work with. Unless it's all the way down here, then sure, but that's very far away. So, so yeah. Okay, what happened? Guys, I'm gonna go get my other cat real quick because my cat keeps like kind of crying. He does this when he feels alone. So one sec. All right, guys, I'm back. My bad. Once again, is this Okay, no, we're actually pumping up. Let me lock in real quick. Hold on, because now we're getting the buying pressure that we want to see for this inverse to actually look to work out. My cat keeps meowing, bro. I don't know what's up with him. Yeah, we're getting a lot of. That was a weird candle. I mean, I don't know what this candle was about. I mean, I hope it holds the pressure. If not, we're probably gonna chop. Remember, guys. I forgot to mention, guys. Today, oh, that actually hurt. Guys, today is FOMC minutes. What's it called? Today's FOMC minutes. So there's a higher chance in us in the markets chopping out after market open. So if we don't see anything by like 10:30 or 10:30, I'm gonna get off, stay in cash. All right, guys. Why is bro yelling? Because if I talk normally, like my voice will just keep cutting out. So if I yell, like it will stay like consistent. Nvidia shares rise 1%. Sells millions of chips and metal. That was 8 minutes ago though. If I try whispering, if I whisper, my mic won't pick it up. Don't yell, bro. I'm gonna be talking for like 30 minutes before I get off. Remember, guys, today's FOMC, so today's gonna be a quick day. Either we get a trade now or we don't get a trade at all. All right, guys. I don't want to risk us getting chopped out. Now, guys, today I'm gonna be using a smaller stop loss. I'm a little bit tired of using these big stop loss trades. When they play out nice, but it does lower my win rate a little bit. So I kind of want to start getting more in the 40-point range. I'm still using a little bit more, 45 points, because obviously look at the market right now. 30 points won't save us. But I want to get away from the 40-point stop loss trades. Even if I have to re-enter, I don't care. I'm kind of just sick and tired of just using 60-point stop losses. It's not what I usually trade. And I just don't enjoy it. So yeah. Obviously, it's going to be riskier, but, I'll just work with re-entries. It's less risk. I'm still going to be sizing light, but it's just less risk and less overall stress behind the trade with such a big stop loss. All right, guys, we're getting more buying pressure here. So hopefully it holds. Hopefully we don't get these random pullbacks like how we did here. But yeah, price looks pretty aggressive. So yeah, hopefully we can catch the right move there. Oh yeah, no price. Oh my gosh, price looks like it's damn. It's doing that thing where it pumps and dumps and pumps and dumps like 50 points. Bro, this is so annoying. Yeah, today's gonna be an annoying day to trade, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. It's already looking like it. Look at the 5-minute time frame. Look at the 1 minute actually. Look at this. It's gonna be rough, but we'll try. We'll try it. Obviously, if you guys don't like the look of this, don't take it. You know what I mean? Or just take it with the lighter size. Whatever you guys want to do. But yeah, guys, since I'm gonna be using a smaller stop loss, I want to stay away from the 60-point stops. Obviously, there's gonna be a higher chance in us working with re-entries, but we're not going to be risking as much. Because even though I tell you guys size light with a bigger stop loss, it still seems like a lot of you guys are still struggling. And I don't want you guys to struggle with that. So I'm going to try to work my way down into a smaller stop loss and then just work with re-entries if I have to. Oh, and by the way, guys, I might take profits a little bit earlier today. I'm testing something out with the VWAP indicator. So if you notice me taking profits before a 1-to-1 or before a drawn liquidity gets hit, I'm just testing it. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. If you don't want to take profits, then don't. I don't know what to tell you. But I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna see how it goes. Because I've been doing some back testing starting yesterday, and I just want to test it. All right, guys, start locking in because we're looking at longs. All right, guys, start paying attention. Price looks very aggressive, so please size light, guys. Please size light. All right, whenever we take this, if we take it, please size light. I'm not in yet. Just give it a second. Dude, what the fuck? Yo. Okay, yeah, guys, today's gonna be a pain in the ass, bro. Thankfully, we haven't entered yet, but did you guys see that? What was that? What the fuck? What was that? Okay, yeah, guys, today's gonna be a pain in the ass to trade, bro. What was that 1 minute? I'm gonna pretend like that didn't happen and just see if we flip from red to green. But that's gonna be hard to pretend like it didn't happen. What I mean, no, guys, today's market is gonna be a pain. If you guys don't like the look of this market, simply do not trade it. I'm sure you guys understand your risk. All right. For me, I'm be sizing light, so I don't really care. But yeah. All right, guys, and I'm not getting filled. Oh, there we go. All right, guys, I'm in NQ longs. It took me a minute to get filled, but I'm in longs. I'm gonna try it out. It's gonna be a risky trade, but honestly, fuck it. Let me alert it. My stop loss will be placed at 821. Will be my stop loss. 821 will be my stop loss. It's gonna be a lighter stop loss with light size. So if I do have to work with a re-entry, please understand that I will work with a re-entry. If you don't like it, don't take the trade. All right, guys. Yeah, but the market is looking very aggressive, guys. So once again, just be careful. All right, be careful with this price. Size light. If you don't like it, don't take it. All right, guys. And like I said, for today, I am going to be trading for a short amount of time. Just because today's FOMC minutes, I'm not trying to stay in the markets for too long because after a while, it is known to chop up quite a bit, especially after like 10, 10:30. So please be careful with that. All right, guys. I want to see how this kind of holds. So far, it's a doji, so it's really hard to tell what it wants to do. Now, if we're doing the pumping up, I might look. Well, no, we're kind of dumping down a little bit. But if we're doing the pumping up, oh no, oh, what the fuck just happened there? Okay, guys, I got stopped out. Yeah, I don't even know if I want to trade this type of price. But yeah, hold on. Dude, what is this price? I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. I'm gonna see if it wants to stabilize. If not, then I'll just take the L. Yeah, dude, price is moving very fucking aggressive right now. I just want to try to get this long here off this inverse, but I want to make sure that price is able to kind of be a little bit more stable because obviously looking at the 1 minute, obviously it did look good for a second. We did get a good pump up there, but it didn't hold for that much time. Once again, obviously it's gonna be a little bit riskier today with price being a lot more aggressive, which is why I'm sizing a little bit lighter. But I'm gonna see how, obviously if we want to kind of go back into this range, if we're able to break out of it with a good amount of buying pressure, then I'll just retake it. If not, I'll just take the L. But right now, obviously, it's gonna be hard to tell because the bias at 802, we're kind of like just sitting around it. So obviously, right now around this area, I'm a little bit neutral on the bias. I'm really hoping we can see a little bit higher because I really do want to try to catch this upside here, but um, it's gonna be a little bit hard to tell right here with just this DOL. So I need to know what it wants to do here. Once again, on the 1 minute and the 5 minute time frame, price looks a little bit choppy, especially with the volume moving very aggressive. So worst case, we give the market a slight bit a bit more time, and then we go from there. All right, guys. Yeah, price looks. Look at this. Yeah, it's gonna be a risky day. Well, I mean, it's been like that for the last 3 weeks, so are you really surprised? I'm gonna see if we can retrace here, and then just work off that. Like retrace back into the inverse. Like I said, I'm gonna be very open to re-entries today, especially with us barely having any setups to work with. But if price is gonna stay like this, I'm not trading it. Dude, look at the 5 minute, bro. Oh my goodness. Cookie. Hey. But yeah, I'm gonna give the 5 minute a little bit more time. I don't really know if we're gonna chop. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think for the next few market opens, I'm gonna try avoiding the first 30 minutes of market open. Please, because look at this. I mean, look now we're pumping up like I don't really know what to say with it. Obviously, I'm gonna see what I can work with here because I do want to give you guys something good here. But look, now we're like so yeah. Maybe tomorrow I might just start the stream past 10 instead of 9:30. And then just work off that. I feel like it will just be a lot smoother. because I don't know if you guys noticed, but lately our first trades, which is typically at market open, never really go according to plan. And then the other trades, like yesterday, we got two really good trades. They all worked out pretty much perfectly. So, what can you really do about it? Well, obviously you can trade a little bit later, but yeah. Now we are approaching back into this 15-minute inverse. The 15-minute candle is still like in the gap, so it's still pretty valid. Like I said, I am open to re-entries just with the lighter size. Um, but yeah, like I said, I do want to try to catch longs here, especially with the bias. The buying pressure, it's a little bit iffy. Um, but I do want to try to catch these levels of liquidity above, especially with the bias being bullish. It's just like I said, today is gonna be, you know, a little bit tricky. Is what I'm trying to say. Especially with this price, it's just we're getting like these very random candles here, so a lot of fake outs, can happen. But yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say that. I want to say starting tomorrow, maybe we can start the stream past like 30 minutes after market open, because lately these opens have been it looks good, like it looks good at first, and then you take the trade and you notice like, dude, like what the fuck am I trading? You know what I mean? Like what is this market that we're trading? Anyways, we're pumping up again, so hopefully we don't get faked out this time, because once again the setup does look really good. We have all of our confirmations and we do have room for higher, in which I'm trying to trade into. Um, but yeah. I just don't want to try to get faked out again. Once again, if you guys don't like the setup, just don't take it. All right, I'm gonna take the risk because obviously I can pretty much afford it, and I do like the setup. But it's just the volume is a little bit risky and a little bit tricky to trade. All right, guys, I'm gonna try our longs here one more time. This is gonna be my last try at longs. And if it doesn't work, I'll just call it. All right, guys. It's gonna be my last try at longs. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm in longs. I got filled at 24,877. My last try at longs. 24,877 is my fill. All right, guys. 24,877. And then I will just use the same stop loss, which will be at 821, which will be my stop loss. 821 will be my stop loss. 24,821. All right, guys. Now, we're hitting this band, which is typically where I would have taken profits. But since I'm red, I can't really take profits here because, So I'm going to have to hold for the drawn liquidity. But I'm going to leave this on to kind of just back test it and see if it actually works. All right, guys, we're about to hit PT1, so be ready. If you guys want to scale here, go ahead, guys. If you guys want to scale here, go ahead. All right, guys. If you guys want to scale here, go ahead. We hit the price target, so scale. All right. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. Once again, guys, please, if you haven't already, please scale here. We hit the price target. All right. I don't want anyone complaining that we hit the price target, we reversed, and whatever. Please scale. All right, guys. I'm going to personally hold the trade for a little bit longer because obviously I was a little bit red on the trade, but I do know what I'm risking. But for you guys, I do want you guys to at least end break even or a little bit green. I do not want you guys flipping back red. So please, around this area, while you can, scale. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. All right. And by the way, guys, if my voice sounds like a little bit like no energy or whatever, once again, I'm just very sick, so please excuse me. All right, guys. I really do apologize. Obviously, I can't control when I get sick or not, but yeah. Once again, guys, I'm gonna say it one more time. Please scale here. All right, guys. Please. Everyone that took this trade should be back to green. The first trade got stopped out of 45 points. We're up about 60 points on this trade. Everyone should be green. All right. Everyone should be green on this trade. And also move your stop loss to break even. Move your stop. Now we're getting the actual movement. You see, yeah, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Tomorrow I'm gonna avoid the market open because look, we took the same entry, the same setup. One time, the first time didn't work, and the second time it rips up. Like, bro, what? All right, guys, I'm gonna take full profits here for myself. Just because I flipped the day from red to green, and I'll take it. But guys, okay, before we move on, okay, well, PT2 is about to get hit. Well, I sold a little bit early. Guys, PT2 is about to get hit. Take more scales here. I'm going to say it 5 more times so you guys understand, because sometimes you guys don't understand the first time. Scale here. PT2 has been hit. Please scale here. All right, guys. PT number 2, drawn liquidity number 2, has been hit for 96 points. Please take profits here. If you don't take profits, it is not my problem. All right, guys. And unfortunately, I have to say this because, like I tell you guys to take profits sometimes in the chat, it goes against you after it hits the drawn liquidity, and you're like, oh, but David, like, please take profits here. All right, guys. Now, guys, before you get off, hold on, please, hold on. Guys, tomorrow, I will be starting the stream 30 minutes after market open. I'm sick and tired of trading this open. We keep getting good setups, we keep getting good volume, but since we're trading the open and price is so unstable, some of our setups aren't working out when they should be. For example, today, we took longs 2 times from the same entry, from the same setup, from the same everything. The first time you saw it, it got faked out. The second time, it worked out perfectly. Why? Because these last 3 weeks, these opens have been very unstable. All right, so tomorrow, I will be starting the stream 30 minutes after market open. I am tired of trading this market. It's a headache. All right, guys. Now, I understand some of you guys might be a little bit mad that the first trade was a loser. I don't know what to tell you guys. The setup was there. It looks good. The first try didn't work out. The second time it did. For the people that took it, you should be green. All right, guys. I don't know what more to tell you. All right, it's just the market lately has been very unstable for these last 3 weeks. All right. So tomorrow, the best thing we can really do is really just wait for the market to stabilize itself. And once it's able to do that, we get back on. All right. Hold on, let me alert this. Hold up. Hold up, guys. Typing up an alert. Okay, let me see. And personally secured full profits here to end very green on the day. If you're planning on holding your runners for higher, consider just getting some contracts here. Hold up. Consider scaling some contracts here to secure extra profits and start trading your stop loss to green from break even to guarantee profits on this trade. Perfect. Dude, my throat hurts so bad. I can't keep doing this live, bro. But I have to be on. But yeah. Why is your data delayed? It is a short. Cool. Anyways, guys, once again, please, before you get off, understand tomorrow we will be starting the stream 30 minutes after market open. Once again, today I'm gonna stop stressing out over these trades because once again, we're doing everything on our part. finding the right setups, having the perfect setup, having the perfect confirmation, and these trades are going to waste because we're taking them on market open. I don't know what you guys want me to tell you. I can't control it. Obviously, you guys saw it today. First entry didn't work out. The second one did. We took the same exact entry, same exact confirmations. This pretty much proved to us exactly what has been happening for the last 3 weeks. I am done trading market open. I don't care if I miss out on the big move. I don't care if I miss out on the volume. I just want to be more consistent with these setups. All right. Which obviously we do know that we have. It's just obviously it's a little bit hard when, price is moving kind of like a bitch. You know what I mean? So yeah. Get some money in lemon. Now don't worry, my mom actually is coming over to get me some medicine. But yeah, you're changing the wrong thing, Blast. I don't think I am. Well, obviously I'm still back to saying. Remember, guys, I'm still kind of getting used to this kind of new market, which is very volatile and very aggressive. But I do feel like once again, I'm sure you guys see the pattern. Yesterday, what ended up happening? Yesterday, first trade, losing trade. What ended up happening shortly after? We waited a little bit longer for the market open volume to slow down. We took the next trade, it worked out. We waited a little bit longer. We took another trade. It worked out. Both of those winning trades ended up playing out for like over 200 points. So I'm seeing the pattern here, right? Look at this, guys. Let me show you. And if you disagree, obviously we can talk about it. It's all criticism. I'll take it. All right, but look, for example, today, right? Same exact entry. We get this random candle. Like, why? I don't know. Like, I don't know why we're getting these candles. We take the same exact entry. Now it plays out. Like, bro, what? Look at this. It literally just hit the final price target. Why? The best thing I can tell you guys is the reason I'm telling you guys this is because I'm seeing this pattern only happening at market open. Why exactly is it happening at market open? I guess price is maybe too aggressive. I don't know. I really don't know. But anyways, guys, if you guys are still in these runners, guys, take full profits here if you guys want to. I'm going to stop alerting this trade because it hit my final price target. Feel free to do whatever you guys want with this trade. But for me, I would suggest taking full profits here and you're done for the day. All right, guys. It hit it for like 140, 150 points? Yeah, 150. But yeah, guys, hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from. Now, I will say, I am listening to myself right now. If I do sound a little bit mad on stream, trust me, guys, I'm not mad. I'm pretty calm. It's just obviously my voice. I'm yelling a little bit because I have to yell for my voice to actually be heard. If not, it's gonna be like I'm gonna be like voice cracking, which I'm not trying to do right now, especially on stream. All right, guys. So if I sound like I'm mad and I'm yelling, I have to do that because I'm very sick, right? And it actually hurts a lot. So I'm gonna get off stream very soon. But but yeah. Once again, I apologize for me being sick. I don't really know why I have to apologize for that, but it's me being nice. All right. So yeah, I apologize, guys, for being a little bit sick. But yeah, I'm sure. Okay, look, before you guys get off, if you guys care enough, if not, you guys can get off. But if you guys care enough to learn a little bit more, let me show you guys something. All right, pay attention here. All right, check this out. All right. Today, at market open, we took a trade. Best setup. It looked really good, right? The usual setup that, gives us our win rates, gives us our winning streaks, gives us everything, right? The setup didn't work. We randomly got stopped out. We took that same exact setup, and it worked. Yesterday, look, we took the setup at pretty much, 9:46. Yesterday, we took, it's like the first setup of every market open lately. The first setup, no matter how good it looks, it just always gets stopped out. Look, yesterday at 9:36, beautiful setup. We inversed the 5-minute. We inversed the 15-minute. We had a shit ton of buying pressure. This candle was over 160 points. We held above the drawn liquidity. We saw 50 points in profits in the trade. The trade got stopped out. Why? I don't know. All right. Now let's see another one here. 9:52. Like, it's like these losses are only happening in the first 30 minutes of market open because, once again, guys, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the first 30 minutes of market open is known to be one of, if not the most volatile time in the entire 23-hour market on NASDAQ or any market. All right. So obviously, this is where we find all of our best setups because there's so much volume. But this time, maybe there's too much volume in which it makes price too aggressive and too unstable for our setups to work out. Right. So if what I mean by this is since on like a normal day, even if we go past 10 o'clock or 10:30, which is typically where price slows down and kind of just ranges all day, we're still moving with a good amount of volume. So what we can do is avoid the first 30 minutes of market open, see if the after the first 30 minutes of market open price is still moving very, very nice and very like a lot more smooth, and then we find our setups. This will kind of just raise our win rate back to what it was before this condition started happening. And it'll most likely allow us to find more setups and just more consistent trades straight to our price target rather than entering, getting stopped out, entering, getting stopped out, entering yet again at that same range, and then it plays out as it would have on the first entry. All right, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna try it out. And yeah, so tomorrow, once again, I will be starting the stream 30 minutes after. Right now, I'm kind of just in my back testing mode. I'm just seeing what works and what doesn't work in this market until the market kind of just fixes itself and goes back to normal, which is on average 30, 40, 50 point candles and not 100-point candles every 1 minute. All right, guys. So, obviously, um, we're still doing good though. To be fair, we're still ending. Obviously, we're getting our hiccups on the trade, on some trades, but obviously we're recovering, right? We're learning from it and we're going on from it. But yeah, this is just pretty much a new condition, a new market condition for all of us. Once again, from my experience, I've been trading for 5 years, every single day, for the last 5 years, and I haven't seen a market stay this volatile for this long. So even to me, this is a very, very new market condition in which I'm still trying to get the hold of. All right, like I'm still trying to get the hang of it. All right, guys. So yeah, but regardless, we're still doing good. I mean, we just finished catching like a 150-point trade, so I'm pretty happy with it. All right, but yeah, he's not trying VWAP. Okay, so I'm not gonna be relying on VWAP for entries, but I have been doing some back testing, and on these trades where we're randomly getting stopped out, I'm noticing that when I had the VWAP on, like I'll be like, okay, well, the trade is running good, and then you're in profit, and then out of nowhere it reverses back down, and you're like, what the hell? We never hit a drawn liquidity. Like, why are we reversing? Right? We never hit a supply area. We never hit a drawn liquidity. We never hit a fair value gap, and we just randomly dumped. I turn on the VWAP, and I'm noticing that I'm pretty sure this is called the bands. Off the bands, when we hit it, there's a slight chance in which price can actually start reversing from it. All right. So I was thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, well, if in some of our trades we're randomly getting stopped out because we can't physically see the level, what if I try out turning on VWAP and using these green lines as an extra price target to be a little bit more safe behind my trades? You know what I mean? VWAP is an important level of liquidity. Use the blue line. No. The blue line typically it gets like flipped usually as we enter. So the blue line to me is not super important. But these green lines, I'm noticing that in a lot of our trades in which we're seeing profits, right, before we hit the drawn liquidity, there have been many times in which we're up 40, 50 points on the trade before we hit the price target. And then randomly, like yesterday, we end up getting stopped out. Let me show you guys. If you guys care enough, obviously, if you guys are green, if you guys are done trading for the day, feel free to get off. But for now, I'm going to be doing some education. If you guys want to learn, stay on. All right, check this out, guys. So let me show you guys a little back testing session here. All right. Let me show you guys this. This is from yesterday's trade. All right. Now, yesterday's trade, what ended up happening? Well, first of all, let's understand what's going on. All right. First of all, let me turn this off real quick. We have all of our nearby levels of liquidity. We have the main high up here. We have a lower high, lower high, lower high. All right. So yeah, we have the main high, lower high, lower high, lower high, main low, lower, all that good stuff. We have our levels of liquidity. Everything looks good. All right, guys. Bro's fighting the pain just to yap. I mean, bro, I have work to get done. All right, bro. This pain, it won't kill me. All right, bro. I'll be fine. All right. Anyways, okay. So, guys, coming to market open yesterday, what exactly did we do? Well, first of all, we know that we have all of our nearby levels of liquidity pretty much all marked out and ready to go. All right. At the same time, we also have our nearby setup on both the 5 and 15-minute time. Wait, let me drink some water because my throat is actually hurting a lot. Okay, so we have a fair value gap on the 5 minute time frame and on the 15-minute time frame. Very good fair value gap. All right. Now, inside of this fair value gap, we have a very strong level of liquidity in which the market rejected from and created new lows from at 24,727. Pay attention to this level of liquidity. All right, guys. Now, let's come into market open. Coming into market open, what exactly did we do? Well, coming into market open, we had a very nice buying candle to the upside. So nice, in fact, that we actually ended up pumping up so far over 160 points to the upside. All right. So what do we have going on? Well, obviously, this setup looks primed. You look at the setup and you know that you're going to make money. How do you know this? Well, we have a shit ton of buying pressure. We're about to get an inverse. We have a bullish bias. We have a ton of room for upside, and everything just looks so good. So what can go wrong behind the setup? Because after we inverse this fair value gap, we have nothing stopping us until the level of liquidity, right? But look at this, guys. All right. So look, yesterday we ended up with this exact setup. We ended up entering right over here. We ended up entering off of this inverse. Same exact setup. All right, guys. Once again, this is the setup that you look at and you're like, damn, I know that I'm about to make a shit ton of money, right? We all know this, right? Although, yes, not every setup is going to be 100%. You look at a setup and you're like, damn, I'm confident this is going to play out. Like, you know that you're going to make money from it, right? And that's exactly what I thought yesterday. Before I started the stream, I'm like, I know what I'm going to take. I like this volume. I'm excited to take this trade, right? So check this out, guys. We enter here off the inverse, off the 15-minute and 5-minute inverse. You put your stop loss, all is good. You put your price target, even better. PT2, PT3. Your main price target in this trade. That hurts. Your main price target in this trade. Do you have any fair value gaps that can stop you out? No, you don't. From this fair value gap, from point A, which is your entry, to point B, which is your next price target, do you have any room to reject? No. You don't have a fair value gap. You don't have a level of liquidity. Your level of liquidity will be at your price target all the way up here for about 70 points. All right, so this trade looks super good, especially with so much buying pressure stepping in. So now, you look at the trade, you enter, you get the impulse above the fair value gap over 20 points. Everything looks amazing. You take the entry, right? Okay, perfect. The trade runs even higher. Even higher. And at this point, we're up about 50 points on the trade, 45, 50 points on the trade, right? I think we went a little bit higher here, right? Yep. The trade ran for about, depending on your entry, 45, 50 points. So we saw a lot of green on the trade yesterday, but since we were using a bigger stop loss, we're not going to be taking profits just yet. Plus, we have so much buying pressure. Why would we not wait for a few more seconds to get a little bit more buying pressure, to see a little bit more profit on the trade, and see the price target get hit up here at 24,842, right? So you're like, okay, well, I'm up 50 points in the trade. I'm super confident it's going to go a little bit higher. We have so much more volume in the markets. Why wouldn't this trade work out? I mean, it's already working out in the meantime. Why would it reject? Off what? Right? There's no liquidity here. There's no fair value gaps, right? But look at this trade, guys, right? You play it out a little bit more, and it runs straight down to your stop loss. Why did this happen? That was my question yesterday. I'm like, why the hell did we get stopped out on this long position when everything looked as good as it could have been? It really couldn't have been any better, right? The volume, which is the top tier thing, was the most perfect thing out of all confirmations. We had the DOL sweep. We had the drawn liquidity. We, in fact, even broke 90 points above the drawn liquidity. So why would we not take out the next level of liquidity? All right. And I was questioning. I'm like, dude, there's no way I keep getting stopped out in these type of trades when everything is good and I'm in deep profits. And I'm like, okay, well, something kind of clicked in my mind. I'm like, okay, well, I've noticed that a lot of you guys in the stream, you guys always talk to me about VWAP. And I've always been like, guys, like, I don't care about VWAP. I don't trade it. Like, I'm not interested in adding it to my strategy. And I'm like, I was doing my class yesterday with my mentorship, and I'm like, wait, I'm noticing that a few of my trades lately have been getting stopped out randomly after they run into deep profits. And a big thing that I see very often in the chat is not supply and demand, not a trend line, not a rejection off anywhere. It's always VWAP. So I'm like, okay, since I myself don't know what we rejected from, what if I try turning on the VWAP and seeing if maybe that was the issue? And check this out, guys. Pay attention here, guys. Pay attention, pay attention. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Before we entered the trade, right? Before we entered the trade, we knew that our price target was going to be at 842. But you turn on your VWAP before the market even opens on the 15-minute time frame, and the band, the green band, is all the way up here at exactly where we were rejected from. Look at this, guys. Look. The market hasn't opened. Now, I don't have the chat open, but I know that you guys say that the VWAP is a lagging indicator. In fact, every indicator is a lagging indicator. That's normal. All right. But look at this, guys. So coming into market open, we get the pump, we get everything. We're about to get the inverse. Boom. The level stays the same at like around 806, 808, right? You take longs here, and if you would have had a price target at this line here at 806, 808, obviously you would have adjusted your stop loss a little bit more to the risk reward, but you would have hit the price target. You would have taken profits, most likely move your stop loss to break even here, and then you would have avoided yourself an unnecessary loss. And I was looking at this yesterday, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, there's no way that this has been the issue this whole time, right? Because once again, guys, what's it called? I lost my train of thought. Once again, a lot of our trades hit our price targets. We have this back. We've been using the strategy for years. At least I have been using the strategy for years. I know what to expect, and I know what to look for when it comes to this strategy. But there will be times where I even tell you guys, I'm like, guys, this trade looks so good. I just don't know why we rejected. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't want to come to the conclusion that this is the issue. I'm still backtesting it. I came, I found this yesterday, and I found it pretty interesting. So that's why you guys probably saw today. I was using VWAP behind this trade to kind of try to find an extra price target behind our trades. Now, I'm not gonna use VWAP for entries. I'm not gonna use them for a bias. I don't feel like I need that, at least not yet. But you can't really go wrong with an extra price target to be a little bit safer on the trade. You read it wrong, Blas? What do you mean? What do you mean I read it wrong? Once again, I don't really know the strat behind VWAP. I'm kind of just making it as I go to my understanding. It didn't reject off the green, but it kind of did. Did it not? It rejected off the internal. It did. Well, it's literally on the screen right here. And if you're talking about this internal here, we never hit this internal. Which is why I personally held my trade for a little bit longer, in which I ended up getting stopped out. That's what I'm gonna call. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I would love to, but my voice, I can't really, I have to get off stream soon. The blue is key. Yes, I know that the blue is key. Yes, but you can. I've heard that you can use the green as price targets as well. Why mark out that specific 15-minute IFEG? Because this is the only nearby fair value gap that we could have taken a trade from. Because there's no other fair value gap here that you could have marked out. No, there was one on the 5-minute, but this 5-minute gap is the same one as the 15-minute. So you just mark out both. Figure out green isn't more powerful. Yes, I know that. All I'm trying to say is I want to use these green lines, mainly these green lines. I know they're not as strong, but I want to use these as a price target. Or at least I want to backtest them. Nah, you're good, bro. Don't worry. I'm not taking offense. Now, I sound like I'm mad, once again, because I'm yelling because my voice is gone. Trust me. Think about it as me being, open to it. You know what I mean? So don't worry. I don't sound mad. I'm not mad. It's just my voice. I apologize. But yeah, one thing is, I'm still trying to do my back testing. I'm doing my own research. I'm doing my own, just putting my dots together to see what works with my strategy and my price targets to see if maybe we should be taking profits a little bit earlier in our trades to be a little bit more safe on these trades thanks to the bans in the VWAP. All right. Once again, I know a lot of you guys in here trade VWAP. I've never traded VWAP ever. I've never even put it into my chart until yesterday, so I'm a little bit new to it. I'm going to be learning it on my own and just going as I go. I'm going to see if I really need it in the strategy for the price targets. All right. Don't worry. I'm not changing the strategy. I might just use it for the price targets. All right. Liquidity sweep stopped us out. No, I disagree. The reason I'm saying I disagree is because typically when we take out a level of liquidity, we either instantly sweep the level of liquidity, or if we don't instantly sweep the level of liquidity, we typically trade, maybe if we take out the level of liquidity, we trade like 30, 40 points below or above that level of liquidity before we then reverse. In this case, we took out this level of liquidity and we continue pumping up over 90 points to the upside. Why are we going to pump up 90 points to the upside, almost take out another level of liquidity to be like, oh, I changed my mind, I'm going to sweep this level of liquidity? That does not make sense. Yes, there have been many times. Yes, I agree with you. There have been many times in which price has taken out the level of liquidity, we take the longs or shorts, and then we get swept on. But that's typically in a 30 to 40 point range. For example, we take out this level of liquidity, we pump up like 40 points, and then we dump back down. That's normal. That's normal. But in this case, we pumped up over 90 points. That just does not make sense. And in fact, we were like less than 10 points away from taking out another level of liquidity. Why would we not take out this one and then go back down? It does not make sense to me. All right. So yeah. I don't know what to say, but like I said, I'm gonna keep backtesting these price targets here in the VWAP indicator and see what I can work with. But yeah, guys, I have to get off soon, bro, because my voice is getting worse by the second. Once again, I apologize, guys. I would love to stay on, but it really hurts, like a lot. Like your boy is very, very sick. I'm trying to take my medicine so I feel better by tomorrow. But yeah. Blast, why don't you look at the 1 minute before the entry? I feel like the 1 minute will just kill everything in my confidence. I do not like the 1 minute. There's so much noise, so many fake outs. So yeah, I just don't like the 1 minute. So for yeah, I am. I am. Don't worry. I'll be fine by then. Like I don't feel bad. It's just I have like a stuffy nose and like just like an itchy throat. But yeah. Now I saw that most of you guys already got off. Um so yeah, I really hope that everyone in here was able to end the day green with me. Um, you know. But yeah, tomorrow I will try to avoid this type of open that we've been having for the last 3 weeks. Once again, we're not doing anything wrong on our end, so don't beat yourself up. Once again, I even stopped stressing myself because I back then, like last week or 2 weeks ago, I was literally questioning. I'm like, dude, like, is my strat like, can I even trade it in this market? And is there a name for your specific strat? Not really, just inverse fair value gap. Nothing crazy. But yeah, I've literally been questioning myself, and I literally stopped stressing out because I know that we're not doing anything wrong on our end, like with executions, reading the markets, reading the bias, finding the setups. We're taking the same setup that we usually take when we have even our 2 month winning streaks. But how isn't it? Why isn't it working? Why isn't it working now? Well, we just pretty much found out why. Today and yesterday pretty much proved our point, right? So I want to say like maybe let's try to avoid the first one or two setups off market open, and just take any setup after 30 minutes of market open. Yeah, I agree with you. What was your name, Eric? I agree with you, but there's no point of stressing yourself out in this market when we're not doing anything wrong. It's just the market isn't stable, at least off market open. Because look, once again, yesterday and today proved our points. Today, we took the same setup twice. And look at this. We took the re-entry. Now the trade is up over 200 points, most likely. Yeah, literally over 200 points. I'm still down $500 because I sized lighter. Do you have another trade? Unfortunately, I could probably try to find you a trade, but I will not alert it, bro. I cannot keep trading for you guys. I have to trade for my own. All right, I'm already green on the day, so I'm not gonna force out any more trades for myself. I will be on in the market because I do have to do some back testing, and just try to figure out what's the best way to trade this market. Um, but so if I see something, I'll let you know. But for now, I'm not really seeing much. And I'm not gonna tell you to take longs because we have like 5 fair value gaps stacked on top of each other. Stay on stream while backtesting. I can't, bro. I don't have a voice, unfortunately. I would love to, and I usually do, but I don't have a voice. And the more I talk, the more it hurts, and it'll probably go away even more. So yeah. You guys want another trade to get on the indicator? Yeah, I mean, I don't want to promote the indicator yet. I don't want to promote it until we release the update, which is pretty much ready. We just have to update it. But yeah, I'm gonna try to find a trade for you guys. I'll probably just be active in the chat. I'm not even gonna commentate behind it. I'll just say like, hey, just look out for this trade and all that stuff. But for me, I put out my work for today. So if you took it, you should be green. If not, then just wait for the next. What's the plan for FOMC? Don't trade it. Do not trade FOMC today. It's minutes. It will not do anything. Please do not trade FOMC today. All right, you will get chopped out. When does it start? 2 p.m. EST. When is FOMC? 2 p.m. EST. Remember, it is minutes. It is not the actual FOMC event. Why are the notifications delayed for the setups? I cannot control how Discord sends the notifications. I send the notifications as soon as I can. It's really up to Discord to send that notification to your phone. So I can't control that. I send the notifications as soon as I enter. So doesn't it have a big spike? No, it does not. You're struggling? Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to get off, bro, because, my voice is literally killing me. Once again, I hope you guys ended green for the day. I did. So, I will be back on tomorrow. I will be trading, whether I have a voice or not. Even if I have to, I don't know. If I lose my voice by tomorrow completely, I'm going to be doing this on stream. And you guys just have to read this up here because I'm going to get on no matter what. Nothing will ever stop me from getting on stream. All right, guys. Yesterday, I felt depressed. Like, not like literally, but I felt like a little bit down. No matter what, guys, I will always get on stream for you guys. Whether I have a voice, whether I don't have a voice, whether I'm sad, tired, I don't know, sick, I will get on. All right, guys. So tomorrow, I will be on no matter what. All right, guys. Yo, Twisted. Come on now, bro. Feel better? Hey, thank you, bro. I was sick for 3 weeks with the flu. I don't think I have the flu. I feel fine. I just have like my voice is like right now I'm about to go to the gym. Like I feel fine. Like I have energy. It's just just a little bit of a itchy throat with a stuffy nose. I was sick over the weekend, so yeah. I feel like I'm getting better. I'm just going to like the last phase of getting sick. No gym, bro. I feel fine. Like I'm fine. Like I have energy, bro. That's how I started and it got worse. Nah, don't spread it. All right, yo. I'll probably just work out at home then. Body needs energy to fix, bro. I'm trying to go to the gym, bro. But all right, I'll stay home then. Yeah, but don't work out. All right, I got it. I'll just play some games then. But yeah, you bounce back quick. Yes, sir, bro. Thank you. But yeah, guys. Once again, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. Hopefully, you guys made some money with me today. Once again, I can't really say too much about the first trade today. I tried my best. The setup worked out. Hence the second entry. But yeah, hopefully you guys are agreeing with me, and hopefully you guys learned something new with my back testing. All right. Yo, CTD, bro. Watch out, bro. What time will you be starting? Tomorrow, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Yes. I will be avoiding market open tomorrow. Feel better? Hey, thank you. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get off. All right. Peace out, guys. Take it easy. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, I'll be active in the chat. So if you guys have any questions, I'll be chatting in the chat. If not, I'll see you guys on stream tomorrow. All right, guys. David, serious question. No. Oh, no. I do not. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys then. All right, guys. Take it easy, guys. Peace out, guys. Peace. And you too, guys. Hopefully, you guys were able to enjoy the stream. Hopefully, you guys were able to make some money with me, and hopefully, you guys were able to learn something new from my back testing. Once again, the trades lately, once again, we have been doing everything all good. We have been ending every single day green. Maybe not as consistent. Obviously, a few trades here are a little bit red, whatever. It's not the end of the world. At least we're able to make it back. All right, guys. But yeah. Other than that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. Once again, I hope you guys are green. And yeah, other than that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys. Peace out, guys.